Do you think you'd be here now without those early Motorhead records? Maybe in some form of
yeah, probably not, but other circumstances led to me. It was purely by accident still, you know.
Well, the cool thing is, like, we just met one of our buddies yesterday and handed him a pair of tickets. He's taking his 11-year-old son to his first show tonight to see Slayer, and they saw, you know, the first band literally he would ever have seen live was Napalm Death.
What a terrible thing. What a hideous thing to be.
No, it's a good start.
Yeah.
It's a good kickstart. So it's good to hear, because there's a whole other generation that are learning the legacy, and so it gives me the warm and fuzzies. I just gotta say.
Ian.
I know.
I just find it hilarious.
So you guys covered the song "Nazi Punks Fuck Off" by Dead Kennedys. Tell us a little bit about like why you wanted to cover Dead Kennedys' "Nazi Punks Fuck Off," and can you say "Nazi Punks Fuck Off"? We just wanted to hear you say it real quick.
What, in the voice?
Say it. Yeah.
Nazi Punks Fuck Off! Yeah! That was half cocked, by the way. Otherwise I won't break this one as well. But no, the reason why was because being human beings, we are naturally anti-racist, you know, as any human being really should be, you know. So I think that Jello Biafra, the original singer of the Dead Kennedys, wanted Napalm Death to be on one of their compilation albums. It's all covers, all Dead Kennedys covers. So he picked the song, so he suggested, well, you know, you guys are all about this, so you should do Nazi Punks Fuck Off. So we did, on the Virus
yes,
one.
We will.
And then it almost became one of our own songs, although of course it's a Dead Kennedy song. If we don't play it now live, people are like,
we were 2 songs into the set, people were like, "Oh, play Nazi Punks!"
Yeah, exactly. Patience is a virtue, people, you know.
We'll get to it!
So let's switch it up a little bit. This is obviously a momentous effort, and kind of coming down to the end of Slayer then. It's like been a long time. And so tell us about, what's the first time you saw Slayer, or like encountered Slayer?
I saw him on Hell Awaits. I think Shane, the bass player, because I was in Marquee in London. I went to that gig. Yeah, it was.
How old were you at that point?
I was like 16. So yeah.
Right in the wheelhouse.
Yeah, it was fantastic, because at that point, that kind of music was the extreme. I mean, it was beyond pretty much. Apart from noise bands, early noise bands that were not metal really at all. That was like, on the metal side of things, that was like metal but with punk, very much with punk roots of punk energy.
And they were big punk bands too. Like
yeah,
they're very well
so,
rounded.
So it was like heart your eyebrows.
Blow your 16-year-old mind off.
So yeah, it was a wonderful thing, you know. But yeah.
So, like, how does it feel to be a part of this final tour with these guys?
Well, you know what, I'm quite sort of, I don't really have a sort of a perspective on it really, because here's the thing, you know, if they've decided that now is the time to finish, then that's it. Like, I tend not to have an emotional perspective about these things. It's a natural consequence of life that everything comes to an end.
And they've earned it, man. Both of you guys, you're going to put in work for a long time, man. So.
Yeah, I mean, Napalm's going to end at some point, and when it does, so be it. You know, if we decide that we're either not, we don't feel that we're being creative enough writing music anymore, or that the gigs are a bit kind of 50%, what's the point? There's no point in giving 50% of something. It's got to be 100%.
Well, that's the thing I noticed. You guys still go hard in the paint on stage.
Have to.
Awesome. I love witnessing. So thank you. Thank you for keeping that.
So obviously there's a lot of divided ideas about politics and whatnot, but over in the UK, Brexit is happening. So can you give us your opinion of Brexit?
Yeah, it's I think it's actually a completely pointless exercise, you know. And here's the thing, you know, I'm not always a big fan of the sort of European mechanism from a financial point of view. Where I do love the European thing is that it brings people together. and we've managed to, by and large, not have major wars on the European continent since, you know, Nazi Germany and Italy and Japan, you know, whatever. So, from that perspective, if it makes people come together, and it's a socialised thing where they help people in countries that are struggling, I'm all for that. You know, the financial side of things, not so much, you know, because things like, I know this is probably getting a bit technical, but
it's a tough question to get you to answer, like, yeah.
But austerity, you know, like making countries pay a debt back when clearly the people are suffering, that's not right, you know. You shouldn't do that, you know. So I am for it in many ways, but then not in others, you know. So, but put it this way, we already have in Europe traces of the sort of things that happened when Hitler came to power, you know. Southern and Eastern Europe, we have kind of neo-fascist movements, like operating in plain view. So people need to be careful what they wish for, because it could all escalate again, and I'm sure nobody wants that.
Well, it's a weird time in the world, especially.
Well, yeah.
Well, you've been seeing it, so. And I don't really know where to go forward with that kind of thing, because there's so many different opinions, and I think you and I lean.
There's a real simple basis to it, though. People should start to try and understand what being a human being is. You know, it's how to treat other human beings. You know, once that is established, the politics goes out of the window. Politics is meaningless, you know. Human beings, first and foremost, that's what matters, above, beyond anything else. Human rights, people like, you know, they're very kind of cynical about it, but that is the basis of living together in the world, is that everybody's got rights, and it has to be maintained. You know?
And you have to respect each other equally, because I mean, think about how many different types of people come out to a big show like this too. You know,
it's all these, any gigs or any music scene is a microcosm of the world at large. That's all it is. You know, it's not any different. So therefore, wherever you are, whatever your place is, then everybody has to be given respect and dignity, equality. And
it's funny how differences kind of fly out the window when you're with like your metal community, your family, your underground music scene.
Right.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So in case you're just walking up, we're talking to Barney Greenway from Napalm Death.
Yes.
A little bit later tonight, we obviously have Lamb of God, we have Slayer on the main stage, but right now Barney Greenway from Napalm Death. Very fucking awesome to have him here.
So you were saying on stage with Napalm Death at around 1981?
81,
yeah. Started?
First strains of it, yeah.
So my question is, man, because you guys still you play one of my favorites. So How the Years Come Down is one of my favorite Napalm Death songs of all time.
Yeah.
How do you stay interested? What keeps you interested in heavy, gnarly ass music like that? Like, how do you?
I don't know. There's no scientific formula to it. It's what you. I guess it's how you're wired. You know, different people hear different things differently. You know, so we just. Like, speaking for the rest of the guys, we always just got a kick out of music that was just off the rails. It doesn't have to
tell.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, yeah, but it doesn't have to be the same strain as Napalm. There's also a lot of bands who use very strange, like noise, like soundscape stuff. You know, very different on the other end of the spectrum, but still extreme as fuck. You know, so that's what we get a kick out of. You know, it makes us.
Do you feel like you still need to push the envelope? Is that you're saying at some point you feel like you're getting stagnant or still, you know?
What's the point in being stagnant, you know? I mean, there are some people that would like Napalm to make like the second album all over again, which is 20-something songs, you know, none of them longer than, most of them are 20 to 30 seconds long. But what's the point, you know? We could do that with our hands tied behind our back, you know? So, of course, we're never going to lose those elements, so it's going to be there. But you have to find, you know, different ways to move forward. Otherwise, what's the challenge? There's no purpose.
You could blast beat your brain off, but like I like how you guys have fallen into a real heavy groove. I saw some gnarly. Ryan the Beard got like punched in the back of the head during you guys' set. So people are out there still loving it. So,
what is your favorite Northwest band of all time?
Good question.
Your favorite Northwest band?
Northwest band, blimey. Poison Idea, maybe.
Nice, yeah. Poison
There's a
Idea.
raft of different bands, you know. I'm trying to think, really.
Put you on the spot though.
Yeah, Accused.
Yeah, Accused.
Who else? Oh, there's tons of fun.
Old school punk.
A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
All right, so show us if you can, unless you need to get naked or something. Pick a scar on your body and tell us the story about how you got it.
Oh, well, I could do the most recent, which is this little fella there.
Ooh, that's a nice
which
little
doesn't look
scandal.
like anything. But well, basically, obviously we set up in front of the other bands, which means Testament's backline is behind us, and their amps are on a frame. The things you can see, the backdrop is turned around. So I'm basically being a bit like that on stage. I just ran straight into the frame like full pelt. So my arm is potentially I could have had another broken arm.
Because it was this one before, right? You're about to do it again.
So yeah.
VJ's finest, boys.
I broke my finger like.
Oh
that
God!
finger's like
Yeah, look at this.
That's like Shane's face.
Like out here,
That's
man.
like he broke my finger twice. I think.
Wow.
Or I broke my finger on his face.
Did you ever get that reset? Because that thing's out.
Well, no, I didn't, which is why it's like this, like a wee crocodile.
All right, man. That's awesome. All right. If you were to host a radio show, what is like 2 or 3 bands that you would have to play before the end of the night?
Stuff you want people to hear.
This really is on the spot. Well, Motorhead would be, you know, the
Motorhead?
go-to band. Who else? Discharge.
Discharge, yeah.
Oh, that would be.
I saw Strange Skirt. Yeah.
Or and probably something like Siege, Boston band.
Nice.
Fast, noisy.
Take notes.
Yeah.
Take notes.
Swans from New York.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Joy Division. So I can
Hell yeah.
reel them off, man.
Might as well round it out. Hey, everybody give another round of applause for Mr. Barney Greenway. Man. Thank you again so much.
Cheers.
And
Thank you.
good luck on the
Thanks so
rest
much,
of your
man.
tour. And
Cheers, guys.
give it up for one more time, man. This guy's a legend out here. Thank you so much.